What's up, guys? I'm Isaac at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina with your pre-owned bike of the week, a 2019 Road King. Now this gorgeous 2019 Barracuda Silver Road King here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson is a Harley-Davidson certified pre-owned. So you're gonna find there's plenty of room for customization on this bike. This bike has been outfitted for a single rider ready to rock and roll. So you do have this nice solo Mustang seat and then this large windshield. So it's gonna be plenty cozy on any of your longer trips. The Road Kings by themselves are just awesome bikes to take out and about. They're on that larger touring frame and have the 6-gallon tank. So you're not gonna have any troubles taking these bikes anywhere you want to. But they're still stripped down, so you don't have too much in the front. That windshield can come off quick and easy, and then you can leave this bike as a nice stripped down, ready to cruise motorcycle. So we're gonna go ahead and gear up and take this bike on our quick little spin and go ahead and walk you through some of the best features of this bike, all for your pre-owned bike of the week.
All right, what's up, guys? So today we've got the 2019 Road King here. Beautiful Barracuda Silver. Awesome bike, 107 Milwaukee 8. Dual brakes up in the front. Nice bright headlight with the fancy fog lamp passing lights on either side. Let's go ahead and fire this thing on up. Not a whole lot's been done to it. It's got a pretty stock ignition on it, or stock pipes on it. But we'll go ahead and fire this thing on up. Alrighty, so pretty stock through and through. It is a Harley-Davidson certified pre-owned, so that's pretty much saying that not a lot's been done to it beforehand. Yeah, so Road Kings are cool. They've got the nice little saddlebags right here, so they've got the hard saddlebags, so you can drop plenty of stuff in. These are the easy open, so you've got a nice little easy latch. Open around and up. We've got our gloves in here ready to go. The Road King Standard here in particular happens to have the engine guard up front and as well as the little bar there to protect the bags, keep nice things nice. Now this does have the little switch up here to turn on and off the fog lamps. We'll go ahead and cut those on. I'm not anticipating any fog, but you never know. So let's go and throw these gloves on and get this bike on out of here and show you guys what this Road King's all about. Now, so far as cool things, features this bike does have, I'll go over right quick. It does have the dual brakes, so ABS up on the front, and it does have this nice big windshield, so we probably won't be feeling much wind at all. It's going to cut right through it. This bike does have electronic cruise control, which we'll show you that on the highway, how cool it is. And it also has this wonderful Mustang solo seat with the backrest. So it's the solo seat, so you leave the rear fender nice and cleaned up. And they went ahead and took the passenger pegs off as well. But if you wanted to go ahead and get this bike set up for a passenger, then that's just a matter of putting pegs and a seat on. But for somebody who just want to rip this thing out and take it everywhere, this bike's ready to go rock and roll for that. So, throw the leg on. The Mustang seat's got a little bit of grip on them, and with this seat and how these bikes are set up, they kind of bring you up a little bit, so you really feel like you're sitting up higher, so you really feel like you can maneuver this bike around you. This bike does have less than 19,000 miles on it, and we'll go ahead and put that on the, not the clock, but the gear/RPM ratio to show you guys how cool that is. So I'll fix this little camera here right quick. So we are sealed in this thing. Let's go ahead and ride this bike out of here. Alrighty. So get a good look at Tobacco Road as we are riding on out of here. This bike does have the hydraulic clutch, so plenty easy and smooth to work with right there. Oh yeah, I can feel that backrest. That is nice. Alrighty, so go ahead and take the sneaky way out of Tobacco Road here right quick. Oh yeah. Yeah, this windshield's nice. It's got a nice little spot here for us. So, cutting the wind right on out and over us here. So, that's pretty nice, I will say. And we'll hop on Lake Wheeler Road here, hop a left, and see what that rear suspension is all about. Let's see how she handles some bumps. I like the seat. These Mustang solo seats, I haven't been able to find a solo seat that can really compare with these things. I mean, they are nice. Oh yeah. So it's comfortable. It's got some nice little bumps in it. So we're just kind of bouncing a little bit, not too bad though. I mean, this is this bike is really to give you kind of that light nimbleness of a touring bike. Or, pardon me, and our touring bikes are pretty nice and light and nimble, I will admit. But you're supposed to be able to get a nice, light, nimble operation while still having that touring capability. So just to make them nice and smooth for you. Just easy bikes to rip for the daily commute, or if you want to go and take them somewhere, take them out for a week or so, then these bikes will treat you just fine. So the Road Kings are nice setups. They've got the locking ignition switch, and then they've got so it's the locking ignition switch right here, your speedometer, then you can cycle through the things I was showing you there, so your mileage, trip A, trip B. It does have a fuel range, and it can show you the digital readout of the gear / your RPMs. So that's a pretty nice little setup there. To do. And we'll go ahead, and now that we are pretty satisfied with how that bike does there, we will go ahead and put this bike out onto the highway. I mean, this bike's the Road King. Let's see how it does on the road. Oh yeah. Oh man, this thing is just eating it up out here. Oh yeah. And the Road King is cool because it is, like I said, I mean, it's that touring bike, so you do get that 6-speed transmission out of it. So that is always a plus. So when you're out here cruising up on the highway, we're just, cruising that nice 3,000 RPMs in 5th gear. And if we wanted to, we can just go ahead and pop it right on up into 6th gear and be ready to go. Now I will say, with this bar setup and this seat, I mean, and especially the floorboards down there, it's putting me at a perfect, just upright position. I mean, I've got my feet not under me, but they're right in front of me, and I mean, this bike just feels like I can just whip it around. Now, I will admit this windshield's not exactly perfect for me, 5'10", and so this windshield is just kind of right here, just kind of putting some turbulent wind just at the top of my head, so I'm just too tall for this. I might need to lean it forward a little bit, but if I get right here, it's not bad at all. So that's not too bad. And then I'm just not used to having a windshield right there, and then the line is kind of right in my line of sight, so that's not super perfect for me right there. So rider just a little bit shorter or a little bit taller might have a better time with it, but it's not bad at all. So but I will say, on these nice summer days where, if you might be sitting where you are like I am right now, and once you get moving, you're going to want every little bit of breeze on you, so you'll want to pop that windshield right off, and you can do so really quick with that setup. I mean, that quick release little system, you can pop this windshield right on off and be soaking up that summer breeze. Yeah, no, this is a nice bike. I've always been a fan of the Road Kings, especially the Road King specials with the 114s, just getting a little bit more power out of them. But not to say that the 107s aren't bad at all. I mean, the 107s are great powerhouses, but you can always be a little bit faster. So let's see what we're working with here. Pardon me, kind folks. Yeah, but I'm still getting a nice little bit of breeze up underneath here on me, so making sure this bike is plenty nice and keeping the air on me. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've always been a fan of the Road Kings. I'm a big fan of that, being able to rip the bike around every day and then also turn around and take that same bike out wherever you want. You know, I'm always on the hunt for that one perfect bike that can do it all, sort of thing. So, you know, I think the Road Glide Limited is an amazing touring bike, but for me, I just don't think that it's you know, the ideal bike to take downtown or ride every day and commute back and forth, sort of thing. You certainly can, but it's just a lot of bike to do that with. You know, if you get a little bit of a smaller bike, like a, you know, say like a Sportster 48, you know, that's an awesome, fun little commuter bike. And so, you know, the Road Glide Limited, it's amazing on those long tours, but it's just a lot of bike to commute with every single day, but you certainly can. So, I'm a big fan of the Milwaukee 8 Softails right now, especially the Sport Glide, just because to me so far that's kind of an awesome bike that you can really ride every day and kind of fit, and it can fit your everyday purposes, I think. But it leaves a little to be desired on those longer, you know, week-long or weekend-long touring trips. So that's kind of had me personally kind of leaning towards the Road King. You know, the Road King, it's something you can leave opened up and stripped down and really soak it up, but you can also enjoy the luxuries of that larger touring frame. And it's pretty quick too. I mean, once you get moving on this bike, it'll move with it. It'll move for you, all right. So, you know, the Road King, it's on that touring frame, but you know, there's not much going on up front, so you can really kind of whip this bike around and put it wherever you want. So I'm a big supporter of this little girl here. So now you're in luck, we'll take the nice little scenic twisty part of our trip. So we've got all these people doing that fun and fitness hiking through here, and let's see, got a gorgeous view of the lake today. Good chance of some rain, clouds moving in today, so having that windshield might be nice to soak up and I guess keep some of that hard pelting rain off of you there. Pardon us, sir. Yeah, this bike will do it up just fine. It's nice and smooth too. I mean, it's a touring bike, so I mean, it's just fun to eat it on up. Let's see. We got this car that doesn't quite know where they want to go. Hang on to the back here just in case they change their mind. Alrighty. Party with it. Also, another thing that's pretty fun about the touring bikes is that, you know, they're, especially with those Milwaukee 8s, I mean, they get pretty quick, and as heavy as they are, you know, they're pretty fun to get moving on, I will say. I mean, because it's just a lot of weight that this bike can just move effortlessly. I mean, it's just, you just get into it a little bit and the bike just glides right on, especially with this Mustang seat. I mean, that just kind of puts you in it. You know, you're just soaking it up out here. This is definitely a bike I'd say you need to come test ride. If you think you want a Road King, but you haven't ridden it yet, you got to come ride it, because that will probably go ahead and tell you that you want one. I've never really been a huge fan of floorboards, especially, you know, doing like quick city riding, stuff like this. I mean, because then, especially if you're just going on and off in the lot, I've always felt like I can move my legs off of pegs quicker. But when you're touring and stuff like that, you'll like having the floorboards, because you can move all you have to do is move your feet back a little bit like that, and you've got mids, or stick them out here, pretty much just move them around anywhere you want, and you can get as cozy as you want. It gives you room to move around on, because that's one of the biggest things that will make a touring bike, or make a bike comfortable for taking long trips, is kind of how well you can move around on it. You know, that's why highway pegs are so nice, because it just gives you a place to kind of move around and, you know, stay comfortable, you know, work out some kinks in your legs, stuff like that. You know, just go ahead and get cozy on the bike. Everybody's struggling to drive today out here. Let's see. We got the nice new apartment complex that they just built up out here. It was really fun seeing all the dirt and road wash down here in some significant storm events. But yeah, soak up some nice cool breeze through here. Yeah, this is a good bike. This is a bike you can do whatever you want to with. Now, if you were to daily commute with this bike, I will say the saddlebags make it really, really nice. You know, if you've got a little shoulder bag, it's got your laptop in it, you know, there's no like taking everything out and kind of figuring out, all right, what's the perfect balance I can do to figure out what'll work. All you gotta do is just open up the bag, drop it in, you're good to go. And then there's security with the hard bags. This bike does have the little circle key, so you can lock the ignition, use the same key to lock the ignition and lock the bags there. But it's just gives you a little bit more peace of mind. You know, if you've got your laptop in there and you're still meeting some people after work or something, then you can do that and not have to worry about your laptop not being there when you come back for it. So, oh yeah, we're cruising today. I see school just got out. We just did get here before they let out last week, but we just quite weren't fast enough this time. Yeah. Oh, hello there, Mr. School Bus. Let's see, we got school buses running VWs off the road and everybody using signals and everything. Stay vigilant out on the road, folks. Which is another good point that I'd like to talk about. I mean, that's something that a lot of people will tell me riding around Raleigh. They're like, hey, like, I just don't see how you can ride around in a big city. You know, isn't it, you know, more dangerous? Don't you feel more worried riding a bike around in the city than a car? And to me, honestly, it's the exact opposite. You know, in a city like this, I mean, I would much rather take a motorcycle than a car anywhere, any day around the city, because I just always feel like I've got more control over a bike, and I can get it places that a car can't really get in and out of as easy. You know, I can get the bike out of trouble better if need be. So, like, yes, it does expose you more, but you can also kind of get out and avoid situations better. So if you're running on some tight roads somewhere, if you're running on some tight roads, then the bike gives you a little bit more wiggle room to get around some other people if you have to. And then also parking. Parking is just phenomenal on bikes. You can usually kind of squeeze a bike in somewhere a lot better than you can a car. People are a lot more lenient with them. Oh man, these kids want us to rev it, but we've got stock exhaust. So sorry folks. We won't be putting on quite as big of a show today. So sorry. I don't know if this bus knows he can go right. There we go. Yeah, it's like I was saying, you know, I've just always felt more comfortable on a motorcycle in the city. I mean, there's definitely more risk associated with it. You don't have quite as much padding around you, no airbags, nothing like that. But if you wear all the right gear all the time, you got a good helmet, wear a good jacket, and have some good pads in it. You wear the right equipment, then you'll be able to protect yourself much better on a bike. So, and there are airbag systems for bikes. They're pretty interesting. I haven't had much experience with them, but I've seen some aftermarket ones that people wear. It's like it reminds me of those like inflatable vests, like the inflatable life rafts. You pull the string and then it self-inflates quick and easy. Very similar to that, I feel like, except it's bigger and quicker. So what you'll do, it's kind of like it's like a kill switch on a boat almost. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but I think the one I saw, it almost looked like a kill switch on a boat. So what you actually do is like hook it to the front of the seat, and then when you hop on the bike, you plug yourself in, or you put on the vest, you have the thing strapped to the bike, and then you like buckle the strap. And so the theory is, if you were ejected from the bike, then that would snap the cord, and then Harley-Davidson hill climb. That would snap the cord and go ahead and put you in a better spot. So that way, if you were ejected from the bike, then it would give you some more protection, and then the bag would self-inflate and give you a little bit of more cushion and protection for when you land. My only concern with that is I feel like if I've never worn one before, so the first time I did, I feel like I would jump off the bike, I'd get somewhere, park it, and cut it off, throw the kickstand down, jump off the bike, and go run inside to meet everybody, and then I would rip the cord off myself, kind of thing. And then everyone would be like, wow, look at this guy, he just inflated his airbag. Like, yes I did. I don't know, I think that's how they work that. I'm not sure if they have any safety thing to prevent accidental discharge there, for a negligent discharge of the airbag, I should say. So yeah, so far I'm loving this bike. It's almost forget you're riding. I mean, you're just soaking it up, easy cruising, going on through. It has the 6-gallon tank, so you can skip a lot of gas stations. You can just keep on partying with it. I want to say this bike gets a little bit over 40 miles per gallon out of it, so if you're trying to save some gas on that daily commute, get a Road King. LA, get a motorcycle, and then get a Road King. So, I mean, this thing's pretty quick too. I mean, you can definitely feel there's a little bit of weight in there, but I mean, it's still pretty nimble. You know, the touring bikes from Harley, they're pretty good. You know, they're going to be heavy bikes, but you know, you hardly feel that weight at all once you get moving on these things. Pass them on the inside here. Yeah, I mean, these are fantastic motorcycles, good to ride. Which, speaking of motorcycles from Harley-Davidson, that is another thing. So I'm sure many of you guys have seen the news article out now, but actually the Harley-Davidson Motor Company has suspended production on all gas-powered 22 motorcycles and their shipping. Apparently there was due to a compliance issue with a part that was going in. So there's a quote, out of an abundance of caution. Or so they were saying it was out of abundance of caution, they had to shut it down just in case. And then they're re-looking at the situation. But that's just kind of where they are with the motor company on some things. But I mean, I'm sure they'll have everything back going here soon enough. But in the meantime, we've got plenty of bikes here. We still have lots of new bikes, pretty good range of them. And if you're looking for a bike, you know, we still have a lot of new bikes, and we have a lot of used bikes on the showroom floor. We've still got parts, still got service, still got motor clothes. So yeah, there was a slight hiccup in production out there, but we're still kicking it out here. So we didn't kick that pole over though. I will tell you that one's not on us. Yeah, so I mean, we're out here. If you want a motorcycle, you're trying to ride, we'll get you taken care of. That's what we do. So here we are. We're taking the different way on Tobacco Road, so that way we can give you guys a little bit better view of Tobacco Road as you roll in. The super cool thing about our building is that it's just tall enough that from down the highway there, you can see the top of it pretty well. And so here we are. So ignore the tire shop action, but here we are at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. So I hope you enjoyed our nice little ride along today, and I hope you learned a little bit about your Road King and how just simply good these bikes are. They are fantastic options to ride on, and if you were to ride with this bike here at Tobacco Road, you would have no problems at all. And so it's just a fantastic bike, and we'll go ahead and shut it down, and it's easy as that. So if you've got any questions or want to know more about this bike, be sure to check those links in the description. And in the meantime, we hope to see you out here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson sometime soon. So thanks for watching.